Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's another SPS Monday motivation. I'm excited, man. I'm feeling good. Well rested. A great weekend. And now getting ready to start off a great week. I'm happy to be seeing you guys on this Monday motivation. Try to hang out for a minute. Let you guys join in. Who is this? Let me guess. Good morning, Michelle. Michelle, I saw you getting ready for the Olympics. I saw that shot put you did. Had all your next level young people screaming at you. I said, whoa, Michelle put the shot put down. Like, don't mess with me. New Breed Track Club in effect. Good morning, Michelle. Happy Monday to you. Hope all is well. I'm excited to talk about today's Monday motivation. I'm excited every Monday, but, to tell you what today's motivation is, you are pre-approved. I know I got all my realtors going crazy on that tip. Malin and I got to hang out with my buddy Jim. Went on this boat on Lake Lansing. City boy from Detroit, come up here and make Lansing my home now because my daughter is here. It's going to be my home for the, foreseeable future. And got to go out there, and it was cool. I had a good time. And my baby said she want a house on the lake. I said, oh, baby. All right. Level up, daddy. Grind mode. But all my realtors was like, yo, what's up? Holla at me. Shout out who was on there. Khalil was on there. Kalina was on there. Wanda said, what's up? Shout out to Keith Keys to the new crib Tate. Alicia Banks said, what's up? Everybody was like, hey, holla at me. And I say our realtors because they know about pre-approval. To be approved, Michelle, is to say that you are all ready to go. They're saying you're set. You are pre-approved. That's a great thing. I know the realtors love to hear that. They say, hey, I'm already pre-approved. But guess what? Pre-approved doesn't mean that you won't have a challenge in finding a home you want. Pre-approved doesn't mean that the road is going to be easy. So what are you pre-approved for? Eric Sharps, what's up, brother? You still down there in that Florida, that Miami weather, man, getting it in down there, representing. We got to get up, man. I know you're doing good things to help these young people. We all about that over here at SPS. Eric, good morning, brother. Thank you for checking in. Eric, I want to tell you that you're pre-approved. Now, what do I mean by that? Many of us on our journey, and I'll use Eric as a great example, as a young brother who's really working hard to help these young people, helping them in their development. Shout out to Wu Payne. I met Eric through my guy Wu. I know Wu probably still partying from this weekend. I wish I could have got down there. But when you have something you're passionate about, Michelle being passionate about sports, track and field in particular, Eric being passionate about, helping young people go to the next level with hoops. Yes, sir, for sure. I'm not talking about when you wake up in the morning, you decide that you want to be on something different. But I'm talking about what you've been working for a while. Now, this shirt I'm wearing is an SPS shirt, but this was my first SPS shirt. If you notice, it actually says nonprofit sports site consulting, because at the time, as I started this journey several years ago, I wanted to be able to put out there to the world what I was doing and to go and put it on the brand with Nike. Not knowing I was pre-approved at the time to have success, because in a short amount of time, I'm going to be announcing a new partnership, a new branding partnership. It won't be the Nike check. It'll be the start. And it'll be SPS without any language under the bottom, because the brand, fortunately, has gotten to be known. When people know, when they see SPS, they know what it is. So what I'm getting at about pre-approval is that for what you've been working on, for what you've wanted, you're already pre-approved for it. But it doesn't mean you don't have challenges. Let me tell you a story about a national legend, a national treasure. That's Mr. Buddy Guy. Living Proof. What a great title for one of his albums. I saw the story of Buddy Guy on PBS. If you ever get a chance, I think it says, the title of it is Buddy Guy, The Blues Will Chase Away the Blues, right? Blues in America, the creation of African Americans. I think he grew up in, I want to say, Leatherwood, Louisiana, picking cotton. To the point he said he prayed for rain, because if he prayed for rain, Eric, that meant that the cotton will weigh heavier. It's amazing to hear people that are still living today. Buddy Guy is still alive today, American icon, pick cotton. And he talked about being so poor and dirt poor, as they say, and just all these things. And he just wanted to get away. And he talked about a person who was well known, whose name I can't say right now, but came and was one of the originators of the blues. And he came and he would listen to him play the blues. And this guy would play the blues on his guitar with his dad, and they would drink out of their cork pipe, and they would drink until they were drunk. And little Buddy Guy would just sit there and listen until they passed out drunk. But he was so captivated by the music, the sound he was hearing, the sound that man was making on his guitar, that when they were drunk, he would just get up and play the man's guitar. And they were so drunk, he would play it, play it, play it. And he got to playing those strings, Eric. He said he got to playing those strings so long. When he finally hit the right chord, I'm not a musician, but I understand. He finally hit the right chord. He was so amazed by that sound that he made, Eric, that he held his hand in that place for so long, and he wanted to just walk. He said it took 2 or 3 miles to get to the next house. He wanted somebody to hear the sound he made, so he held his fingers in place because he was fearful, Michelle, that if he moved his fingers, he wouldn't be able to recreate that sound. Now, he went on and he would do this and play, and his dad ended up buying him a guitar, Michelle, that had 2 strings on it, just 2, and he just played those strings. They talk about 10,000 hours will make you an expert, but he played and played and played, creating a sound that no one had ever heard before that they loved, but he wasn't confident. He didn't know that he was already pre-approved for success. So when he had a job, he had an opportunity to play. He said he can play in front of 3 people, but when it got down to 4 people, it was too many and he couldn't do it. He'd play in front of 3 people, but when it got down to 4, he said, that's deep. I'm going to go deeper, Eric. Thank you, brother. But when it was 4 people, it was too much. He couldn't handle playing in front of 4 people. He was too scared. He didn't think he was good enough. So he would play and play and play and play, and everywhere he went, he wanted to play. But he wanted to get out of that small southern town. And he said he got to go to Chicago. So he worked his way and got up to Chicago. He didn't have any money, but there was blues sounds being played at these bars in Chicago. And all he wanted to do, Eric, he just wanted to walk around and hear that. So he got destitute. He got down on his luck. He got to the point where he wanted to call home to get a ticket home, but he kept going and going and going. And finally, somebody said, man, come on in here, man. Let me hear you play. And he played so good that one of the legends, a person that he looked up to and loved dearly, Mr. Howlin' Wolf himself, a legend, said, man, come on, you can play with me. But he never thought he was good enough, Eric, to play. He didn't know that he was already pre-approved. You see, what I want to tell you guys, that Buddy Guy is an American icon, an American legend. He's some 85 years old today, and he's influenced everyone from the Rolling Stones to Eric Clapton. When he went overseas and took that sound, that blues sound overseas, they were overwhelmed. See, they didn't love him at home at first, Eric. They didn't love him at home at first, Michelle, but he didn't know that he was pre-approved to be successful. See, pre-approval means you'll get it, but it doesn't mean it won't be a hard road to go. This man is an American icon, a musical legend, and he didn't believe he was good enough to play. He didn't know that he was pre-approved. You are pre-approved for what you want to do. You are already set up to be successful, but you will have a hard road to go. How can you be good to somebody, Eric, and help somebody get along if you haven't had your struggles along the way? How can I bring a message that can be positive to just one person if I haven't had my struggles to get over? Michelle, how can you talk to New Breed Track Club, these young ladies and these young men that you impact, and not tell them it's going to be a certain route to go if you haven't had your way to go? But I want you to know you're pre-approved. You look for validation, myself included. We look to be validated by other people. But why do you have to be validated when you're already pre-approved? Why do you have to go to someone else to say, make me feel good about what I'm going to do when you know what you want to do in your heart of hearts? Now, I'm not talking about that thing you wake up in the morning and say, I think I want to try a new thing. I'm talking about what you've been grinding on, what you've been working on. See, when you get a pre-approval, that means they pull your credit report. They look at all your information. They say, you got to take care of this. You got to take care of that. And you already know some stuff out there you got to take care of. And plus, post-pandemic, for anyone trying to make a move, you might have some other stuff you got to clear up. But man, if you go take care of that business, get on your grind, get focused, get locked in, you'll be able to take care of all that, and you'll be pre-approved, ready to go, to where you can shop around, whether it's a home, whether it's a car, whatever it may be. So you can get whatever you want because you're pre-approved for this month. But it doesn't mean you won't better just walk in and find the car you want or the home you want. Keith Tate, well, that's right. That's right. I'm thinking about you, Keith, to the new crib, Tate. Keith, you know what's up, that pre-approval. I don't know if you realtors got an algorithm going on that when y'all see pre-approval or when y'all see looking for a home that it pop up, because y'all realtors be on it, baby. Shout out to all the real. I even saw the fly girl pop up on my timeline like, talk about find a new house. She knows she is, right? Michelle said experience shared brings better understanding that things are possible. Yeah, you know, Keith, Michelle, whoever's listening, don't worry about the challenges that you have, because our challenges allow us to be a beacon of light to somebody else, huh? And when you look back over what you've overcome, you should have this feeling of confidence that there's so much you can do and you can attain. You know, look at where we are. Look at where you've come from. It's so easy for us to get caught up. I can't wait to retire this shirt. I want to put this shirt in a frame to say from whence I came, because when I put these letters on this shirt, nobody knew what direction I was going in. But fortunately, SBS has grown and continues to grow. And when I listen to the people on my timeline, all these people of great accomplishment doing so many things in their respective field, locked in on it. Eric Sharp, personal trainer, helping our young people get together. Not personal trainer, but development coach, helping these young people navigate the sports world to get where they got to get. Keith Tate, get you in the fat crib. Put the big sign in front. Michelle, influencing our young people, and many, many more I know who may listen and chime in. You are pre-approved. But pre-approval does not mean you may not have a challenge. Look who's checking in. My guy. What's up, Coach? Coach, yes, sir. Kick that, my guy. Hey, much needed message. You pre-approved. That's my brother in arms right there. Ramon Thompson. Shout out to our, non-biological but father, Mr. Ernest McCoy. Not taking anything away from my dad, Lindsey Huddleston. But Mr. Ernest McCoy was our school dad at Henry Ford High School. And Ramon, I'm so proud of you, man, and all that you do. And you get up and help these young people every day. But you got to know you pre-approved, man. It doesn't mean you're not going to have no struggle. Huh? Living a life without struggle. What do you think this is? Who do you think you are? Struggle-free? Who want to sit next to you? You ain't had no struggle, no challenge. You can't relate. Who want to sit next to you with no struggle and you got your mind in the sky and you talking all crazy and not about what's real? I don't mean that. I'm not trying to say you need to be a glutton for punishment, but the challenge that you face to get what you want, it's okay because you pre-approved, baby. It's there for you. You got to just go through some things to get it. And guess what? When you get it, you can turn around and tell somebody a story. When I'm with my daughter and I tell her life lessons, I'm telling her the same life lessons that my mother passed on to me about how to do certain things. And you're never too young to learn. They soaking it all up. They taking it all in. Every life experience I have, I take my daughter with me. Come on, baby, let's roll. Let me show you how this goes. And she get to kicking something back to me. You ever had your child tell you something you told them? Boy. So on this Monday motivation, this Monday morning motivation, I just want you guys to just know that you're pre-approved. Not because I said it, because God ordained it already. Regardless of what your belief is, it's there for you. And if it's something you truly believe in and you're working hard for every day, you're getting up hard, doing your research, hitting the pavement, going hard, it's going to work out. But it might be some challenges. That house you're looking for, they may pick it up quick. You may have to find another one. That home, that car, whatever it is you're trying to do, well, it's going to require some type of approval. You're pre-approved for that job that you think you want, that you think you set up for. And if you don't get it, that's okay. That's not the one for you. I know it sounds cliche. You may have heard it all the time, but I just want you to know that pre-approval does not mean you're free from struggle. Pre-approval does not mean you're free from challenges. Pre-approval does not mean you are free from having an uphill battle to get what you want. But when you get to the top, baby, when you get to the top, it's easy. It's coasting. I'll leave with the words of my late great Uncle Joseph Brooks. Uncle Joe. I'll never forget this. He talked about going through a struggle. It's like riding an airplane. You're going through the clouds and the turbulence and the shaking and the rocky, but when you get up, it's smooth as out. He said when that sun hits you in the face and you just cruise. I remember that. I remember telling that story at Henry Ford High School to a group of young people, and it brought tears to my eyes. Fortunately, I had the emotional capacity to say it out without crying, but just think about that. Whatever you're going through, you're like a plane going through the turbulence, going through the clouds, and then when you get up, max out, that sun hits you, and it's going to be easy sailing. Not to say it won't be turbulence, not to say they won't tell you to put your seatbelt back on again, but just stay on it. Stay on it, and you'll be fine. So with that, we're hitting 14 minutes. I want to wish you all the best. Be like Buddy Guy. Don't worry, you're pre-approved. You'll be an American icon. You'll be a legend. And if anything, you'll be legendary to yourself. Thank you guys for checking in. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great year. Have a great life. It's Lindsey Huddleston with SPS. See you guys next time. Peace.